This is a demonstration of entering a remote order into fax from an iPad using an application for a remote desktop connection called iTap, and using this scanner called a ScanFob 2002. So first of all, I'll go into the iTap application, and I've selected my fax server, and I'm going to click the button to connect. This is logging into my remote server, starting up fax, and prompting for user code, password, and company. Now I've actually printed that information in barcode format, and you could have something like this for the user on a card so that they wouldn't have to key this information in, just to make it quick. Enter the user code, enter the password, scan the company, and then sign in. Okay, so this starts up fax. This is my menu. I'm just going to select by tapping on the icon, sales orders, orders, and then enter for the order entry screen. And the first thing it wants is the customer. I'll just key that in. So I'm keying in off the keypad here, C100, and return. Return through the ship to, turn through the reference number. Of course, I could key any of this information in that I wanted to, but I'm getting to the item prompt. Okay, so here I am at the item prompt. Now, the whole reason for having the scanner is because you're going through and actually scanning items that you want to put onto this order. So I have some codes that I printed out here. Normally, this would just be on the packages themselves, probably, but I've got one for I-100. I'm going to scan that. It recognizes it, pulls up the pallet loading hand truck. It wants to know the quantity. I can just key the quantity in right here off the keypad. I'll put in a quantity of 5 and enter, and then just return through committed, back ordered, and price. Of course, I could key any of that in if I needed to update that, or I could set the controls in the order entry options file maintenance so that it just bypasses all of those fields, in which case I could just kind of go through and scan in item quantity, item quantity, item quantity, and be done. Okay, so now it wants the next item. I'm going to scan in item I-110. Okay, just a different item here. Now, one thing that I did also is I printed out another set of barcodes, which are just quantities, just numbers. So, just another way to keep you from having to go back to the keypad all the time. If I wanted to just scan in a quantity of, say, 20, then I've got that right here. I'll scan in the 20. Available is less than ordered, but I'll go ahead and accept that, and then I'll return through the rest of the fields there. So I would just process through the order just as you normally would, but here I'm doing it remotely from an iPad. When I'm done, I do have an F4 option. I'll just F4, hit the done button, click OK. Of course, I could print the pick ticket remotely if I wanted to a remote printer, and I'm done. So that's entering an order using an iPad and using the ScanFob 2002.